Hi, my name is Mike Hetman, and welcome to another edition of CMS Forex News. Today is Thursday, January 17th, 2008. Let's start in New Zealand, where inflation to consumers for the fourth quarter rose 1.2%, slightly higher than expected, and more than double the rate in the third quarter. The annual rate climbed to 3.2%. Food prices for the month of December climbed 0.9% and has been a key part of the inflationary pressure. The Reserve Bank of New Zealand has made it a priority to stabilize inflation. In Australia, the unemployment rate fell to 4.3% from 4.5% as 20,100 new jobs were created. The Australian dollar gained on the greenback following the news. In the Eurozone, the trade surplus shrank to 2.7 billion euros in November. Exports and imports experienced slower growth compared to October. Turning to the U.S., housing starts fell 14.2% to an annual pace of 1.01 million units. This is the lowest level in 16 years. Building permits, an indicator of future construction, declined 8.1% to an annual rate of 1.07 million. This number was much poorer than expected. On a positive note, initial jobless claims fell by 21,000. However, the number of people receiving continuing claims increased by 50,000 to 2.75 million. Finally, the Philadelphia Fed index showed a steep fall this month as it plunged 19.3 points to negative 20.9. It is the lowest level since October of 2001 as new orders and current shipments tumbled. A recent report from New York also cited a major slowdown in orders and is adding to the fear of a recession. Today, Bernanke reiterated to Congress the need to expedite an economic stimulus package. President Bush will speak about his criteria for this program tomorrow. The U.S. dollar-yen pair matched yesterday's high and then receded. The poor Philly Fed pushed the pair back down below 106. The euro-dollar pair stabilized overnight and set a session high above 1.47. Yesterday, we saw how the pair fell steeply following dovish comments from the European Central Bank member. The pound-dollar pair had a strong day as it advanced 160 pips from its levels overnight, with the gains accelerating after the housing reports and later the manufacturing report. The pair turned back after setting a high at 1.9788. The greenback did gain against the Canadian dollar, breaching the 1.03 level, as worries about the U.S. economy weigh heavily on its smaller northern neighbor. Today's peak was a 4-month high going back to September 17th. The pair has been in an uptrend for the past 3 weeks. This week it is up 100 pips. Later this afternoon, New Zealand will release its retail sales, and the UK will follow with its later overnight. Japan and the U.S. will post data on consumer confidence. Other releases tomorrow morning include the U.S. leading index and Canadian manufacturing shipments. We will also key you in on what type of stimulus the Fed and the government is planning to provide after Bush speaks on this issue. For CMS Forex, my name is Mike Hetman. Have a great night and join us again tomorrow as we wrap up the week.